The late Priyantha served as the manager at the Rajco factory in Sialkot for 11 years. His remains were brought to his residence this morning. Following the post-mortem examination, his remains are to be placed at the Pulhena Public Cemetery in Ganemulla. The most wanted accused of the late Priyantha murder case was arrested while he was absconding to Rawalpindi on a bus. The suspect has been identified as Imtiaz, and allegations have been levelled against him for his involvement in torturing the late Priyantha and desecrating his body. In the last 12 hours, Punjab police arrested 7 more key suspects, including one accused of plotting to assassinate the late Priyantha. Quoting unidentified police sources, GeoTV said some factory workers disliked the deceased manager, a textile engineer, for being strict in enforcing discipline. After a routine inspection on Friday morning, Mr. Kumara had snubbed the sanitary staff over poor work. The channel further reported that as the factory was about to undergo a whitewash, the manager started removing posters from walls. As one of the posters was an invitation to a religious mood, some workers objected to it. According to Pakistan's Geo News, the Punjab government had sent an initial investigation report of the Sialkot tragedy to Prime Minister Imran Khan. As the preliminary report, a dispute had emerged when Kumara removed some posters from the walls of the factory at 10:28 a.m. Shortly after, the factory owner had reached the spot and resolved the issue. Kumara had apologized for the misunderstanding on his part. After Kumara made the apology, the matter was reportedly considered settled and the factory workers had dispersed. However, some workers then incited their colleagues to attack the manager. Within a few minutes, a mob formed and set on the victim within the premises of the industrial unit, eventually killing him. A mob of over 800 men gathered at the factory on reports that Kumara had torn a poster. The police report said, and I quote, "They looked out for him and found him from the rooftop. They dragged him, beat him severely, and by 11:28 a.m. he was dead and the body was set on fire by the violent mob." End quote. The report had said a total of 13 security guards were present in the factory as the brutal attack was occurring. None of them had tried to rescue the victim or disperse the mob.